Alright, morning. Yeah, so, a bit achy after the old summit walk yesterday, Ben Lomond. But again, another glorious day, so I can't just sit inside. So today, yeah, I've still got to do a bit more exploring Queenstown really. So I'm going to do the garden loop walk. And then I'm going to have a walk over to Sunshine Bay. Have a bit of a chill one today. I'm not really used to the big hikes, so it's safe to say I'm aching a bit. Got a few of the old blisters, but not too bad, so I'm going to get some things for that. Yeah, just have a bit of a wander around again, I think. And then tomorrow I might be looking at a van, and then I can explore a bit out of Queenstown. But yeah, again, first impressions so far, pretty cool. Yeah, so come along with me. Yeah, it's amazing because all through the trees you just see mountains, and obviously it's fall, so all the trees are all nice and there we go. All the trees are all nice and yellow. But yeah, everywhere you look it's just mountains. Yeah, more mountains, which is amazing. Pretty cool, you can see the summit to Ben Lomond from here. It's quite cool being on the other side of it. Literally right up there, that's the summit. And I think I'm going to be walking just along the bottom today. I think it says it's about 15 or 17. No, not that long, wait. It is. So it's an hour, yeah, only 7k, so that's like fine. 7k there, 7k back, not too bad in the end, and it's flat, so happy days. Don't know if you can see it on the camera, but the water is like crystal clear. It's so nice. We'll be definitely going for a dip at some point. Goods are secured. I only had to wait 10 minutes, that's not too bad. There's a bit of a queue, but apparently it goes around the block, so glad I didn't have to wait that long. Yeah, gotta see where it is, gotta find a nice place to sit and eat it now. Well, I might sit on the wall. Happy days. Yeah, so that third burger was actually a pretty decent burger. It actually wasn't too bad, and normally when things are hyped up they're normally rubbish, but actually that was okay. And I didn't have to queue for too long, because sometimes you're there, it's like round the block, like I said before, but it wasn't today. I had to wait like 5 minutes for my burger, so that was alright. Now just cruising along all day Sunshine Bay now. It's a very easy walk because it's just along the main road, so you can do it in, well, you can do it whenever you go, as long as you want. Yeah, nice. It is absolutely stunning along here. Seen a few fish, don't know if they're like little trouts or salmons or something, but I don't really know my fish show. But yeah, really cool. Black swans, loads of birds. Yeah, pretty amazing and a glorious day to do it. I don't think it's going to be like this most of the time that I'm here, so at least it's right for the start.
yeah, safe to say I'll definitely be going in there in the next couple of days. When I've actually, well, I didn't even think about bringing my stuff with me, but I will be, yeah, next couple of days. I'm definitely going to get in that water, at least for just a dip. That is glorious, so clear. Obviously, as long as the sun's out, because it is pretty cold. Oh. Pretty cool, and all like steamboat. Pretty cool. But yeah, you can always see my breath, and it's not even winter yet. I think it's like 1 degree or 2 degrees at the moment, but oh, it's just amazing.
Getting a bit warm now. Jumpers come off. Woohoo.
Yeah, a bit of an interesting fact. Again, don't know if it's majorly true, but we bumped into a man who's a hunter and a fisherman, come to New Zealand to do all that stuff. But he said it's a brilliant country. Apparently there's no snakes. Apparently there's no ticks or anything. But I was like, no, that can't be true. Yeah, but apparently there's no ticks or anything, so that's why it's a bit of a paradox to the outdoorsman, because you don't need to worry about getting ticks or anything. Yeah, and apparently there's no snakes. I know that at least on the South Island, I'm not sure about the North. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And I was like, you'd think it'd be tick and snake heaven, but who knows? I mean, they do take their biosecurity quite intense, which is probably a good reason why. I really did think this walk was going to be flat, because my calves or my legs are aching from going down that mountain yesterday. So I feel a bit like an old lady, like every time I've got to do like a little run down the little hills to make it not be so bad. They're not intense, but it's like, they're only little hills this time. But yeah, I did think going on the lake would be flat, but no, I was wrong.
I think this is a good start as any to have a little water break. Yeah, then I think there's a little path that I can take down to the beach. Pretty cool, just down this one, pretty steep, but just do it to go along. Have a walk along. Oh, made it down the little hill. Yeah, so that's quite a lot steeper than I thought. There was even like a little slab. Obviously those people do it, so there was a little rope, so I thought that was quite cool. Yeah, just poodle along then.
Yeah, I was just looking on the map where I was, and actually this is Sunshine Bay, and I can see where I'm going to have a little walk over. See, obviously there's a crack in the mountains over there, so I think the sun rolls down. Yeah. This will be the place when I got my van to come down for a little swim, I think, in the sun. Have a little dip, so hopefully in the next week I should have a van. Then yeah, that'll be cool. So I'll definitely be filming a video of that. There we go, made it to Sunshine Bay Reserve.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see
the camera, but the water's so blue in that sun. Look at that, that's amazing. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a swimming spot. So you can jump off here, park up there. Yeah, definitely. Definitely when I get my vehicle. Well, I would have gone today, but I didn't bring a towel. Just took all these shorts. And sadly, it's definitely not warm enough to dry off. Might turn into like an icicle or something if I did that. So yeah, the waterfall, the bridge that we went under, the icy bridge, there's like a bit of a chasm. And yeah, it was just loads of little mini waterfalls, but I thought it was going to be like a bit of a big boy. But it was like a little one. I think they do have some big ones here, like Milford Sounds I'm going to go to hopefully next week. Do like a boat cruise, but I will, well, again, I need a car, because, or else you've got to get a bus, and I'm not really about that life, so. Woo! Yeah, so nearly back to town. Now walking on the non-scenic route, the road. Just, I mean, say non-scenic, and then you look around and mountains. Insane.